starting night number 7. Waiting in line for our equipment. So every day when we check in and get our personal protective equipment, they give us a meal. And man, some days are not as good as others. As you remember, those snap peas from one of those days were not it. But this one is mad good. So good. I don't know which restaurant this one is. Yum. Good morning. Sun is coming out. Oh my gosh. Last night was great, except for I was working with a nurse who I personally think has corona because she was coughing. I asked her when her cough started. She's talking about some 2 days ago. And then I was like, she's like, yeah, I'm starting to have muscle aches. I'm like, you might want to get that checked out. So I'm like, let's take your temperature. Tell me why her temperature was like 100.1 degrees. I'm like, ma'am, you got cough, you got body aches, you got fever. Why are you here? I'm gonna need you to go home. So she went home, and I tried to give her some vitamins because I had a bunch of vitamins with me. And I was like, take some of this vitamin C. I had put it in, well, actually, I have it right here. I put it in, like, I have the jars in my backpack. So I put it in a napkin, and she was like, I'm sorry, but I don't like taking medications that I'm not aware of, which makes sense. She didn't see me. She never saw the bottle. I went and got it out of my backpack, so I could be slipping her something illegal, I guess. So no offense taken, but she didn't take my vitamins. So I kind of just had this whole pod to myself last night. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 10 beds. But it was a good night, thankfully. We're noticing look at this daggone pimple. We're noticing a decrease in the amount of COVID patients, a slight decrease. They're not coming in like as much. We're still having a decent amount of deaths, but it's not as many deaths. Well, I don't know about that actually. Scratch that last comment. But we are having less people come in with it. So that's showing like slight improvement. So that's good. So there's this doctor here who he really is like super paranoid about getting COVID. Like he is like, if there's a bunch of nurses around him or staff, he'll be like, excuse me, you guys need to practice social distancing. And we're like, okay. So he freaks out. And one of the nurses, like, but the crazy part is he freaks out about like COVID, but he has like no PPE on. Like he has a freaking a Brooklyn baseball cap on as his hat, flipped backwards, okay, and a mask, and that's it. No, nothing else. No hat, no goggles, nothing. So I'm like, if you're that concerned, so he's one of the nurses. Like, we were sitting in a chair like this, and she kind of touched the arm of his chair right here with her like elbow or with her scrubs or whatever. And he was like, oh my gosh, you touched my chair. And then he took this alcohol wipe and started like vigorously scrubbing his chair. And I said to him, you know, for someone who's really scared about getting corona, you should really put on more PPE. Because like he has nothing on. He's like, that's enough with the smart remarks. I'm just saying, like, go put on some more clothes, sir. If you that concerned, like, you out here walking around with a baseball cap flipped backwards and like nothing else. Crazy. So the nurse that I think has corona, before she left, she was going on break and she was like, I'm gonna go take 40 winks. Have you guys ever heard of 40 winks? I sure didn't. I was like, 40 winks? What? You got Tourette's? Like, what you trying to tell me? But she was trying to take a nap, so she went and took 40 winks. So when I went on break, I was like, I'm about to take 50 winks. I ain't just taking 40. I'm going all out. But it's crazy because a lot of nurses are getting sick. Every day when we come in, there are even like agency nurses now are here. They are calling out when we're doing roll call. A lot of people's names are not present. It's just getting rough. Like, we're losing a lot of soldiers in this army, and they're constantly. Then you have people who are getting sick and leaving. Then you have people who are just leaving because they are just like, I'm not doing this anymore. but they're constantly deploying out hundreds of nurses each week to replace the sick ones as well as the ones who just are like, peace out. But it's real. So I discharged all my patients, which was wonderful. They put me in like this section where people actually get discharged, which is wonderful. And so then I went to go help out my colleagues in other areas of the ER. So I was gonna go over to this other area of the emergency room to go help. And as I'm walking there, this man is walking in the hallway like naked, peeing on the floor. I turned right back around. I was like, you know what? Forget it. I text them over there. I was like, hey, like, I hope y'all are okay, because I was going to come over there and help. But after I saw that man walking the hallway peeing, I was like, abort mission, okay? Abort. I'm not dealing with that on tonight. And they was laughing at me. I was like, And then I was trying to help one of my coworkers give up. We were trying to figure out how to give a blood transfusion. And one of the other nurses came by and started helping us. And he was like one of those super, super anxious nurses. Super anxious. He like gives you anxiety. Come on, do this. Come on, do that. Come on, hurry up. Like, he makes you anxious. And then he had the nerves to tell the nurse he was helping her. And I was just kind of watching and helping. And he was like rushing her. Do this, now do this. Okay, now. And then he says to her, take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. And I said, hold up, why are you telling her to take a deep breath? You take a deep breath. You're telling the wrong person. And then then they started laughing. Well, the girl started laughing. And someone walking by started laughing. And then he was like, he asked the girl, do you need some Ativan? I said, no, do you need some Ativan? Why are you asking her if she need Ativan? You need Ativan, and you need to take a deep breath. Like, what you doing, bro? She's calm as ever can be. You stressing us out. Look, we'll figure this out. So we're like, discharged my patient who had, all the respiratory symptoms and everything like that. He talking about he going to work on Monday. I'm like, excuse me, sir. You cannot go to work on Monday. What is wrong with you? Like, this is why the disease is going to keep on getting spread, because you feel like you can go to work on Monday. So we're like, you cannot go to work on Monday. We will write you a work excuse. Please do not go to work on Monday. So we are crossing our fingers that he does not go to work on Monday, because that is crazy. Then he had the nerve to go to the bathroom and smoke in the bathroom. The whole place smelled like fire because he's smoking in the bathroom. Like, why are you even bothering to smoke in the bathroom when you're getting discharged? Like, you can just go outside and smoke. Like, what are you even doing, bro? What are you even doing? This girl, we about to go to bed. Talking about turn down for what? For bed. Look at her face. Yo, I'm trying to go to bed talking about turn down for what?
I see it, but I don't want to work in it.
I'll work here for a day. That's it, not the 21 days.
And then you'll need the 14 days quarantine from that. Think about that for a moment.
Patients on there. So I was walking with one of my coworkers, and she was like, I'm going to tell your mom something. And so we recorded it, and this is what she had to say about my mom's daughter, which is me.
You are a very awesome nurse.
Thank
you're the
you.
best.
Oh,
I mean, you're the kind of nurse that I would want to take care of me.
Oh, you're just so sweet.
Yes, she's wonderful.
She's so sweet. Oh,
Say this woman, this old woman, she ended up passing away anyways, but you actually showed the doctors and engaged them all that this just wasn't another COVID patient dying.
Aw.
I mean, yeah.
You're so sweet.
No,
I don't even
no,
remember.
seriously.
You.
I was impressed.
Aw.
Because, and I think the doctors really appreciated it too. Because you had them all engaged in there, all troubleshooting and brainstorming, and
Wasn't that just so sweet? I was like, that is so sweet. Like, compliments from your coworkers are just like the best, because your friends and people who don't work with you, they'll be like, oh, Monique, you're a nurse, yeah, which I appreciate all of your support. But you could be like a really terrible nurse and they just love you for your person. But when I work with people and they just love the way I work, or they see how I interact with patients or whatever. And it's like, you don't really think anyone's watching you. I'm just doing my work, you know? So just for her to have been watching me and made so many notes, mental notes about my work and work ethic and care, I was like, so touched. I was so moved by her compliment. Thank you. Oh. They're doing communion. Okay, I am home and showered, drinking my ginger tea, and I'm going to bed. But I just wanted to say, I was thinking about, because I think on one of my videos I was telling you guys how one of my coworkers said they saw a mouse in the break room, and I was like, no, you didn't. So apparently it's true. There is a mouse in the break room. And one of the permanent staff members were saying that they were like, they don't want to kill it because it's their mascot. Their mascot is a mouse in their break room. Only in New York would someone say something like that. We not killing it. It's our mascot. I was dead. I cannot stop laughing. It was hilarious and disgusting. That is so freaking funny. Oh my gosh. And it's some of the nurses that are with my staffing agency. I know a lot of people have been sending me the article. They're suing. We know that. We as in me and a lot of my coworker friend people that I met here, we're like, these people are freaking ridiculous. Like, I absolutely love my agency that I'm with. They're called Crucial Staffing. They're amazing. They take really good care of us, like really good care of us. I would highly recommend them to anyone who is going on any type of short-term strike. They only do, I think, like critical type of nursing and stuff like that. But these people are mad because, like, they're saying, you know, they got put on units and floors. Like, that was a part of the whole thing. It's a huge corona outbreak. You want to come here. You were a nursing home. You were a nurse at a nursing home in Alabama, and you want to come here, and I guess you expect to be put in another nursing home. Like, it don't work like that. They don't care, and they tell you that. Like, you're not guaranteed to be in your specialty. These people are still suing. Oh, they had me working in the ICU, and I work I'm an OR nurse. Like, then why did you go? Like, you knew that. Oh, this hospital doesn't have enough PPE. Well, you don't have to stay. They say that if you don't have PPE, you're not required to work and you'll still get paid. Like, we're just all so confused about, like, what they're suing them for. And we hope that they lose, because what are you guys even doing? Why? Just know I'm very satisfied. I am very satisfied with Crucial Staffing. Very satisfied. Alrighty, well, I'm actually gonna get like 6 hours of sleep today. I am super excited about this. I'm super excited to go to bed. Yes, I had a great day. They're having communion downstairs for Easter in the lobby, which is super cool. It was a great night. So, yeah.